Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I just want to talk about progressed moon, and I'm going to map my own personal chart and tell you how the progressed moon has worked for me. So just to give you a little overview of progressed moon, so every 2.5 years, the moon moves, um, and you can look up online and see like where your current progressed moon is at. um, it's basically kind of a map that it gives you of your life direction, where you are at, and I'm going to explain more in detail. So you basically are like a different person, um, more on the emotional side, and like you might feel like why I feel so different from where I was before 2 years ago or 3 years ago, and you're not able to figure that out. um, the events that show up in your life, and it's all progressed moon that's doing that. And when I mapped mine backward, I could see every major chapter of my life written in it basically. So let me quickly go through two phases of my progressed moon. So phase one, my progressed moon was in Virgo. Virgo is my 10th house, around 2013. And in 2013, I also moved countries. And if you look at the textbook description of a progressed moon in Virgo, it's basically, it says that it makes you practical, detail oriented, even critical, because that's how Virgo is, right? And you are trying to execute. There's no dreaming involved. You are more disciplined about your health, routine, daily structure. Everything is like very focused, very clear to you, um, because you're spending so much energy to get things in order. Um and here's why it was so specific for me, because Mercury rules Virgo, and in my chart, Mercury rules my 10th house, my career point, my public direction, my place in the world. So this was not a general get organized phase for me. This was basically my entire life direction was restructuring. 10th house is career, the status, and the place in the world, like I said. So when you move country, you are basically building your position in the world from scratch. There's no shortcut involved. It's just you have to take it very meticulously, one step at a time. You are more realistic, you are more down to earth. You save more money because you have to rebuild everything from scratch. And I don't know if anyone has moved countries would resonate with me, that when you have to build your life from scratch, you are it's literally like you are becoming a new person altogether. So this was my phase one that I want to talk about, moon in Virgo. Second was moon in Capricorn. When my progress moon was in Capricorn, and Capricorn is my second house. um, that's when I gave birth to my child. So the textbook version of progress moon in Capricorn is that it's not warm or a fuzzy time. It's basically a very emotionally isolated. You are very duty, um, every like very duty bound, I think. Yeah. um, Very career focused, ambitious, in very grounded form, in a very serious way. Like you have a goal and you just go after it, like how Capricorn is, right? The responsibility, the structure, the recognition, that becomes just everything. And here's what makes this personal for me. My second house has Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, and all of them in Capricorn. So when my progressed moon moved through here, it was not passing through an empty house. You can imagine moon passing through Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. It was literally lightening up the entire stellium for me. Saturn, especially, because that's like a planet of responsibility, of growing up. You're no more a kid anymore. You have to do what needs to be done, you have to do what is right, even if you feel like it or not. And second house is also security, money, resources, what you value, what you need to feel stable. So when you have a child, during this it just makes sense, right? Like it was just not an emotional event, it was also restructuring what security means to you. Suddenly it's just not about you, it's about your child. It's about providing that child, it's about building a life, stable life for that child, and making sure like the foundation of everything holds perfectly. Um, and also, like whatever house natal Saturn occupies, um, are key to understanding like a progressed moon in Capricorn. So if you want to understand like how a progressed moon in Capricorn would work for you, see where your natal Saturn is uh, in your chart. So like I said, like my natal Saturn was in my second house, so this phase was literally for me very real. It was moon passing over Saturn, so moon conjunct Saturn. You can imagine the and also the loneliness you feel when you have just given a birth, you're going through postpartum, you have that difficult phase where you have sleepless night of bringing up a child. You don't know what will happen, will you be okay, will you be a nice parent or not, so will you be a responsible person or not. So it's almost like a new life for you, and you also feel like very very responsible, even if you're not ready to take for it, you have to do it because that's what Saturn makes you do. And moon passing over Saturn is in general considered a very tough time. I'll make a separate video of my experience on Saturn conjunct my moon. But anyways, so when you so when I personally lay these faces side by side, this I just don't see like it's a random event. Like I see a cycle. So Virgo in 10th, I built my external life, I was practical structure my career. And when Capricorn was in second, I built security, took on responsibility, became a mother. So you see, like it just resonates so perfectly and beautifully in astrology. Like when you sit down with your own chart and read through it, and not just like read textbook or just like a general um, descriptions um, of those transits or progress mode, then just like map it to your own. You feel it feels so surreal, and it just becomes like a map. um, and it's not like what is happening to you, but it's almost like what you're becoming into. um, One thing that I would say, that do not resist, because honestly you're not supposed to say the same, right? It's a constantly, life is changing, right? So you have to change along. So if you resist, you will suffer, I promise you. But if you lean into it, it will help you to become like a better person. So if you feel like you have changed and your chart is not able to tell you, look into your progressed moon, and see where you were. And the best way to map is, if you're learning, the best way to see is if you can just go back and map it to your personal chart and events that were very impactful, like the two events that I mentioned. If you can map it like that and see where your progressed moon was, um, comment below and I can actually help you see. Like if it was in Cancer, I can tell you like what the expectation was versus you can tell me how you felt. But yeah, thank you for sticking around and see you around.